did it again. I went out with another broke man. But I got stories. Long story short, we met, we talked, bada bing, bada boom. He invited me over to his place for dinner. And he said that he's really good at cooking. So he wants to make me dinner. You know, he want to chef me out. That's what he said, quote unquote. And it was around Thanksgiving time. So I was like, I'm craving some like American mac and cheese. You know, the homemade, the gourmet kind with breadcrumbs on top. And you put it in the oven. You know, the fancy stuff. And he was like, no problem. That's easy. I can do it for you. Bet. Sweet. Disclaimer. I already know this man did not have any money. I know for a fact that I make more money than him. But if you want to offer me a gourmet dinner that you make from scratch, I'll be there. So anyways, the day of the dinner came. And like an hour before dinner time, he texted me asking if I can bring my own pair of utensils. You know, like fork and spoon. And I was like, why? And he was like, oh, it's because, you know, I only got one pair for myself. And they only sell them in like packs of 10s around here. And it's kind of expensive. When I tell you I had to read the text 3 times, I was just staring at my phone, just like, BFFR. I rang him up immediately. I was like, boy, stop playing with me. BFFR. Go out there and buy me a spoon and a fork, or I'm not coming. Like, what makes you think that it's okay to ask your guests to bring their own utensils to the dinner that you offer to make? Like, it's not computing up here. The math and mathing. Just like, what kind of... Anyway, and then he said he'll take care of it. And I was like, cool. And I show up to dinner, and guess what? He didn't buy the fucking spoon and fork. He gave me his spoon and fork, and then he used chopsticks to eat mac and cheese, which tasted, I don't want to say horrible, but it sucks. Worst fucking date ever. And can you believe that this man is still in my DMs? Like, I unfollowed him, I removed him as a follower, and he's still in there, asking me to come over, like, once a week. Are men dumb? They gotta be.
Happy National Girlfriend Day to all the ladies out there that have a man that fucking forgot what today was, because I know mine did.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
What the fuck?
I hate all men, cause these men ain't shit, and I'm not here for it. If you want me, act like it, yeah.
You know what's crazy to me? All these men be in my DMs, but they're over here posting their girlfriends. Like, does she know that you're in my DMs, swiping up on my story, saying you want to hit this?
Hi, I'm White Kanye. First of all, I want to say thank you so much for putting yourself out there, being brave, putting out this content. It's given me very much 1950s public objectification of women, very much frat boy who doesn't get laid as much as his brothers, so he turns to ranking girls by letters and numbers on the internet. I figured probably if you could dish it, you could also take it, so here's the first picture that popped into my mind when I saw your face. Have a good week, King.
I'm just sad that I made this suit for my boyfriend and he said he doesn't want to come because it's football season. That's crazy.
Guys really be talking about some get dressed. I'm taking you to the lowest point of your life. LOL. Like, I really sat here and did my makeup for this. I did my hair for this to reach rock bottom. Ridiculous.
I don't mean to laugh. Blood of Jesus. What? Husband leaves wife of 10 years for Ukraine. Men are the worst. Men are the worst.
No, I'm sorry. He would, if I was the wife, yeah, you're getting jumped. You're actually getting jumped, you're getting banged. No. Every contact that I have in my book, I'm contacting them. You're getting jumped. What do you mean? Even in the midst of war, men have audacity. No, God, blood of Jesus.
Adam Levine has come out and said that he didn't cheat, but he crossed boundaries and lines by messaging girls. Ladies, do yourself a favor, and if you ever accuse your boyfriend of cheating on you, and then he comes back and says, I didn't cheat, but I did message, or I did this, just go on and believe everything that you've accused him of, he has done. This is a technique I have seen men do too often, where they don't want to admit to cheating on you because they know that that warrants a breakup. So what they will do is give you little breadcrumbs of information to kind of hold you over. If you accuse your boyfriend of cheating and he says, I didn't cheat, but I was messaging a girl, then you might believe, well, he's already coming clean about messaging a girl, so he would come clean about everything. No, that's what he wants you to believe. And at the end of the day, even if he swears up and down he didn't cheat, he was just messaging, why do you want to be with someone who's messaging another woman?
Someone's bothered. Did I make the little boy angry?
So, I didn't expect that video to blow up the way it did, or my life. I'm just emotionally trying to cope with everything I found out, so there will be a story time as soon as I'm done work and I give myself a little cry. Yeah. Tune in to next week's episode of What Is My Life?
I don't know who raggedy ass mother need to hear this, but your son ain't shit. He fuck anything. He lies. He cheats. He ain't shit. You raised him wrong, bitch.
So something that I've noticed that's pretty consistent when talking to men on dating apps is that I will ask a question based on their prompts, even though a lot of them don't even have prompts because they're too cool for that. But I'll ask a question and then they respond, but then don't ask a question back. And then I'll ask another question and they'll respond, but don't ask a question back. And it's like these guys just want to talk about themselves and that's it. And I'm just curious if it's guys around the world that are this full of themselves or if it's just in LA.
Y'all tell me why. Tell me why I'm big on doing men how they do us. So tell me why my birthday was in January. This man didn't do nothing. Not a card, not nothing. I did not see this man on my birthday. He did nothing. We were talking. We were together. We were basically, his birthday rolls around in February. And I give him the same energy back. Tell me why this man started crying. Tell me why this man started crying. And now we're not talking to this day. Babes! And he goes, I would never have done that to you. I would not do you like that.
My husband is my boss. My husband is number one. If my husband tells me, hey, sit down, I'll sit down. If he tells me you can't go out with your friends today, I'm not going to go out with my friends. If he says, hey, go wash this dish for me, I'm going to go wash the dish for him. I chose this man to be the king of my life. And yes, I agree with everything he says. And I do everything he says. And I did that because I chose this man. I put him in this position of my life. And this is how I honor and take care of and love the man in my life. So I tell women out there, you want a man in your life, you want to be happy, figure out what you would do when you are happy. Because I am happy. My husband does so many great things for me. And I would do that for him. I obey him, I respect him, and I let him be the man that he is. I chose a man that I wanted to follow. I chose someone to lead me, and that's why I will do anything for him. If he tells me jump, I'll jump. If he tells me sit down, I'll sit down. If he tells me go in the room or go up on stage, I will do either or. Anyways, that's a message for everyone out there. Love and cherish the king in your life.